Good evening! It's me, Mario! So, long time no drawsies. Welcome to my new layout. I worked on this past week to make a nice new layout for the fall and for Halloween. I watched a bunch of really nice, really helpful YouTube tutorials. So, for this stream, I am going to be doing one of my favorite drawing challenges. I've seen some of my favorite art YouTubers do this. You go to the Superpower wiki and you hit random 2 times, and then you have to create a character out of that has these 2 powers. So, off I go. Alright, my first power is Spatial Symbiosis. I'm going to type these in the corner here. That's just that color right now, I guess, for some reason. Boop. Okay. Spatial Symbiosis. Now, what is this? The power to gain powers through a symbiotic relationship with a spatial being. A variation of symbiosis and universal force symbiosis. What? Possess a symbiotic relationship with a spatial being. What is a spatial being? The user can gain powers by symbiotically hosting or linking to a universal force being, such as an embodiment of space, supernatural beings associated with or in charge of a coordinate area, or even entities comprised of spatial force. The bond between entity and host can grant potential spatial abilities, but as with most forms of symbiosis, it comes with a price. What are some character examples? Inaba from Bleach, Oko Yushima from Bleach, and some guy from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This is a very anime power. Kakashi is using somebody else's powers here, according to the wiki. Okay, so it sounds like if you can do space stuff, or rather, you can leech off the powers of somebody who can do cool space stuff. So we'll say that. All right. And the second power will be Honesty Embodiment. And the wiki page just has a picture of Jesus. Okay. Honesty Embodiment. Interesting. Okay, this is going to be a challenge. Usually I get very, very cool powers together, like atomic this and plant sentient that, but this one's going to be a challenge. All right, now what's about this? The power to become the embodiment of honesty. A variation of virtue embodiment. Interesting. The user of this power can become the embodiment of honesty. They are able to be loyal and be straightforward with great conviction. What kind of world are we living in now? Where, the ability to be loyal and straightforward is a superpower. They may be able to convert their honest works and actions into a sort of energy to become a weapon or an attacking offense, and also making it become a support to others, as well as defense from any opposing powers of this embodiment. Okay. Okay, so an honesty laser beam. Okay. Oh man, this is a wild set of powers. I'm going to duplicate this so I can reference both of these pages. Let's see here, go back. Oh no, I've lost the first page. Oh well, I more or less understand here. Right. Alright, let's get started. Wowie wow wow. Oh, no, don't lock that one. Lock that one. Yes. So I'm just gonna completely create this new. I downloaded all these new brushes the other day. Some of them are really cool. Let's see here. How about this one? No, that's too thin. That'll do. It needs to be black. Well, actually, no. Let's have fun. Let's sketch in a jaunty blue color. Yes. Okay. Spatial symbiosis. It's interesting. This is giving. So you're a very honest character. You're a very honest character. So I guess this wouldn't. I don't know that this would be a villain. This sounds more like a hero. Yeah, the other week I was trying to connect a second monitor to my setup here, and like I have two HDMI ports, but only one apparently speaks to the graphics card, and that's the one that actually you can run a display through it. The other one just is there to look pretty, I guess, because the second monitor will not show up there. Let's see here. How do I want to do the leg? I do. This is like. There we go. Can alter this up a little bit. Oh my gosh, it was kind of funny today. So, I wasn't gonna originally go out jogging today, but I. What is this? Yeah. I wasn't originally gonna go out jogging today, but it was so nice outside that I decided, like, okay, I'll go outside. I'll jog. It was so hot. But anyways, I was about to go. I left my apartment out this little side door thing. Oop, that looks weird. Out this little side door thing, got out on the sidewalk, was starting my jog, jog past this line of trees, and then on the side of the trees is the shopping cart from a local grocery chain that I know happens to be like literally half a mile up the road from our apartment complex. And I was like, what the wiggity what? Who pushed a shopping cart all the way out here? So you know what I did? I wasn't really like decided yet on where I was going to run for my run. So I just up and returned the shopping cart. Like, oh, be patient with me, you guys. Foreshortening is not one of my strong suits, but I will try. I will try because I want it. But yeah, I was like, who the hell? No, that looks bad. There's a foot. Oh, but yeah, so not okay. New topic. I returned the shopping cart. Nothing happened. La-di-da. And then to go back to the new Steam overlay that I've got here, I want to. So I'm gonna do. I've decided for the month of September, right? I'm going to do one of these superhero challenges every Wednesday, where I just draw a new superhero with random powers every week of September. And then in October, I'm going to be doing Inktober. Now, I won't be streaming every day. The way I'm going to do it is, I know technically this isn't real ink here. This is digital. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some like sketches prepared in advance for these prompts. And then I'm going to ink them in. There we go. I'm going to ink them in 2 to 3 times. I'm going to ink like several of them in at a time per stream on Photoshop. I'm going to do that like 2 or 3 times a week throughout the month of October. I have some fun ideas for some of these. Like I know the first prompt this year is gargoyle, and I have a fun idea for that one. But yeah, anyways, I really enjoy Inktober. I've participated in it before. I have never completed a full month of it. I'm very sad about that. One of these days I really want to. Maybe this will be the year. I always get almost exactly halfway. Through. And then just like crap out. Like I lose my oomph, and then I miss one day, and then I miss 2 days, and then I can't catch back up. But I don't want that to happen this year. I hope that doesn't happen this year. I've got a plan, because I think that's what catches me up is it's hard to plan a whole ass drawing a day, Like, it's like doing improv. Like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do this day and this day and the next day and the next day? Like, I think I psych myself out and then I can't do it. All right. That is so funny that for the honesty embodiment, they used a picture of Jesus. I mean, like, it makes sense. But he's sharing space here with, like, anime characters. Who else here has honesty embodiment? Let me see here. Who else besides Jeebus? Applejack from My Little Pony. And that's it. No one else is listed. So we got Jesus, and we got Jesus. That's a round alien head. Ah! Let me just tone the head down there. Let's see. Spatial symbiosis. You know, in a way that makes sense. I could see the fictional I could see Jesus the character having some spatial symbiosis powers, you know? Like, I think it just wanted me to draw Jesus tonight. Or some sort of Messiah, Christ-like figure. If you're not religious, doesn't have to be Jeebus. Got this pose going, got these hands. Who's gonna catch these hands? Would he have a thumb out? Nah. Don't draw what you can't see. Valuable art school lesson. Don't draw what is not visible. If something is behind some stuff, you don't need to draw it. Just draw the stuff in front of it really well, and people will get it. Alright, so this is some kind of hero character, I think, because it's honesty manipulation, and it's compared to Christ-like characters. Honestly, for some reason, I want to draw a character that looks like Jin from Yu Yu Hakusho. the windy boy, the windy lad. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I'll pull a picture. For some reason, as I am here creating this character, this is what, dang it, this is what comes to my mind. Yeah, if Google would just cooperate, I will have a picture to share. This guy. He had an Irish accent for some reason they gave him in the dub, and he was like a windy boy. He just flew around and did windy things and windy attacks. Now, I know I'm not going to incorporate that because that's a different power. But for some reason, I feel like this guy would dress like Jinn. Because it's kind of like, you know, the flowing robes. It's like Jesus, but it's not Jesus. It's a little cooler than Jesus, if you will. I haven't done figure drawing like this in a long time. It feels really good. Let's see here. I'm making a male character, in case that wasn't apparent at this point. Maybe this character has a third eye. And that's how he... That's how he manifests the space powers. And because he sees all, he cannot tell a lie. These are just his weird round eyebrows. He has a beatific smile because he is honest and he tells no lies. He's not going to be bald, although I guess that would make sense. I don't know. I don't want him to be bald. I'll give him some hair. Being so honest shouldn't rob you of your hair. He's got a 5 head though. I'm gonna tone this down a little. Here we go. Now we've got room to make some hair. Give him fun, swoopy hair. I'm sort of getting an image here of what kind of character this is. He's some kind of what's the word? He's not an ass. What's the word I'm looking for? An ascetic monk who has achieved some kind of higher... He's like handsome though. He's got these nice sideburns and hair. Who's achieved some higher plane of consciousness where he is tapping into spatial abilities of beings more powerful than him, and he sees all and knows all, and therefore he can tell no lie. That's sort of what I think I'm forming here. And he float because why not? Space power make you float. let's see here. I'm going to save this. What kind of clothes do I want to give him? These are the questions. I'll make his fingies a little longer so they match his hands. Okay, there we go. What kind of clothes? He is a monk. He's some sort of ascetic person. Asceticism. That word is so hard to say. I believe asceticism means like you believe in living an extremely harsh and deprived lifestyle. Like you don't give yourself a lot of creature comforts. You everything but the bare necessities to survive is considered a luxury. It's the opposite, I believe, of hedonism, where you're just all about pleasure seeking. I don't know if it'll be hearable on stream, but there's this dog that lives in like another apartment, another unit in the same building as us, and I guess whenever his or her owner goes out, they just howl. And it's not like super loud or obnoxious. It's not obnoxious to the point where like, you know, oh my god, why won't they just like train their dog to shut up? It's not like that. It's you can easily just kind of tune it out. But it's just really funny because like you'll be going about your business, it'll be dinner time, whatever, and then like around this time of day, you'll start hearing like, ow, 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 ow. And it'll just kind of go on for not very long, just a little bit, but it always cracks me up. I feel kind of bad that the dog is so lonely, but what can you do? It doesn't go on forever. It's not like this dog is neglected or something. I think literally, like, it must just be like when the neighbor goes out and like runs errands or gets groceries or something, you know? Let's see. Now, should he have some sort of armband? I don't know. Why not? Let's put a little bangle on each arm here. I'm sketching this in, but I'm also gonna like do a final line thing of this too. I love watching. I love doing this challenge. I've done it just on my own before a lot of times, and I've made some stuff that like I really ended up liking. One of my favorite YouTube channels is called The Drawfee Show. You know, probably some people are already like have seen it, but I think they've done this challenge before. They do like all sorts of cool, fun drawing challenges. I might like basically steal from them. Steal some of their challenges. Now, about them feet. I'm gonna give him, like, pants or a bottom to his robe or something. He's not gonna just be, like, Donald Ducking it out here using his powers. This is where my anatomy breaks down. Here we go. I made spaghetti for dinner. It was good. I used my mom's homemade sauce recipe. I'm like very spoiled. I just, when I make spaghetti, or like when I want to have spaghetti at home, I never get jar sauce. You know, I skip right over the Prego and all that stuff. I just don't care for it. It's just always either watery or like there's something nasty and off about it. It'll never be like homemade, so I always make homemade sauce. And I was reflecting on this today. Spaghetti is possibly one of the only foods out there that you can say its name like a ton of different ways wrong, and people will still understand what you mean. Like, I'll give you an example. Oh, you know what? I don't want all this. I'll give you an example. You can call it spaghetti, right? That's its name. Or you can call it sketty, or spagooter, or sketty, or like scooter. My husband and I call it all kinds of things. We call it like skeeter, sketties, spaghetti, and we know what it means. Dang, how do I want to do this? Maybe I don't want to undo this like great pants. I don't want to undo this like thing I've done with his legs, but if I give him like a toga, well, maybe it won't lose. I don't know. But I'll keep some of the leg lines. Let's see. There's got to be a way to draw this without losing the... There we go. Okay. Try this. Let's see. That's for later. Getting ahead of myself here. All right. Yeah. How's about... No. Well, yeah. I think that's how it would rumple if he really was wearing this toga. Okay, okay. We're figuring it out. Maybe he's got some kind of necklace. I have an interesting idea here. I wonder if I can make this work. Cube. This is the magical artifact through which he draws his spatial powers and awakens his third eye. And then he's got... No, I don't want that color. Give it... Yeah, that color. Oops, hold on. Some janky looking box. There we go. Space. These are his spatial symbiosis manifesting as he draws power from this magical artifact. And it is turning him very honest. And you can't see it, but he's very honest. If you just get in there, stare him right in his third eye, he's very honest. You'll see. Okay. Cool. All right. Now I'm ready to ink this puppy in. Let's see, I guess it doesn't matter, like, what color I pick, because I can just change it whenever I want. So I'll just do that. Now, what the hell is this brush I've picked? Oh, that's kind of a cool brush. Not what I need for this, though. I've got so many new brushes. I don't know what to do with them all yet. Got a lot to choose from. Ooh, that's kind of cool looking. Yo, that's pretty. Okay, I think I'll use that. See, we made this work. We got a character out of two crazy powers that ordinarily wouldn't go very well together. We made them work. Yeah, let's keep it. I've never used a brush that's looked like this before. I'm a little nervous that I've picked an inappropriate brush for this. But I will press on, because I think the brush is pretty. I might have to use a different brush for these tiny beads, though. Maybe not. Let's see here. Hold on, actually that'll slop like. make it neater than that. I've been doing research too on what kinds of music I can have on while I stream, and I think for my next stream, some royalty-free music. Press it too hard. Pretty excited. This weekend we're going to visit some friends that live out in the country. Haven't seen them in a really long time. And our friend says he's gonna cook barbecue ribs for us. We're gonna see him and his wife and their baby. We haven't seen them in like over a year. It'll be nice. There we go. This is a pretty good brush. I like this one so far. When I downloaded them, I was just kind of like messing with a lot of them. But today's the first day that I've really had a chance to like properly use one of them. And I'm impressed. I like how this feels so far. I can make this cube a little straighter. There we go. I think that's what it would really look like. Gotta make sure he has all 5 toes. Can't channel your spatial symbiosis if you don't have all 5 toes. I apologize to anybody who's tuned in and chatted. I have a second monitor going, but it's on another computer and it's like 90 degrees to the right of me. And I've been so focused on this drawing that I might have missed anybody who did anything or chatted in. And so for that, I apologize. I will do better. Oh, that's too thin. These toes are really lazy looking. There we go, that's a little clearer. Boy, who would have thought the most challenging part of this drawing would be the feet? Yeah. nice. That's a really pretty pen. I'm very impressed with this. All right. I want to do a fancy pants layering effect. Oh, I do need to see this though. Okay, this is the man. This is the dude. I'm gonna title this layer "The Dude." And these are the cubes. The dude and the cubes. All right. The dude and the cubes. This dude abides these cubes. Mm-hmm. These are going to be really bright cubes. Lock in the dude. Just draw the cubes. Wait a minute. These are ephemeral spectral cubes. Man, some of these cubes look a little drunk, but that's okay. They're getting cleaned up. Okay. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that's like worth mentioning? Or just talking about? I should have come prepared with some talking points. I was all prepared to tell that story with the shopping cart, and now I got nothing. Yay. All right. The dude and the cubes. Uh-oh. What? Oh. Pfft. Okay. Let's lay down some color. I get to use. I got some new brushes that are like watercolor. And I can use one of my new watercolor brushes. I got a really cool one that looks like trees. That one is so cool. I don't know where I'm going to use that one, but I love it. And then there's one here that's, well, there's several here that look like leaves. That's for making quick landscapes, I suppose. There's one here that just looks like chains. It was a free brush set. Let's see here. Woo. That's pretty, but I don't think that I should be doing my base color with that. I'll just pick a pleb brush. I'll just pick a normie brush up here. All right. What the hell color is that? Yeah, that's all right. And he'll just have one whole base color here. Do, 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 do. You know what I haven't seen in a long, long time? I really hope they haven't like permanently stopped filming. I haven't seen any new episodes of Nailed It. Man, I love that show. I love that show so much. That Netflix show about taking people, it's like a cooking competition, or excuse me, a baking competition where they take people who like have admittedly said like, I cannot bake, I'm a shit baker, and then they make them compete. It's marvelous. God, I love it. I would love to be on that show, but I think I'm like, you know, not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm a bit overqualified. Like, I'd like to, you know, obviously the stuff that they make the people bake on there, I think is picked specifically to, like, be extra difficult. Like, even a normal home baker would probably have some difficulty with it. But then again, like, I know to do important stuff like put spray and paper in a baking tin before pouring batter in, you know, or like locking your mixing bowl in your mixer before turning it on. or don't stick your fingers in the bowl while it's mixing something. Oh my lord. I have seen too many people on that show do that, and it gives me and my husband the heebie-jeebies every time we see it, because it's like, no. This isn't worth your fingers, Becky, no. The dough is fine. Get your fingers out of there. I love the host of that show, Nicole Byer. Man, she's awesome. If I don't like a whole lot of celebrities, but I love Nicole. She is so funny. She's so fashionable. I love the way she always has her hair and her dresses on that show. People love to ask me, or not, well, they don't ask me, but like, you know, that age-old question of like, if you could meet any celebrity, who would you want to meet? I don't like a whole lot of celebrities, but I like Nicole Byer enough that I would want to meet her. We would have, I think we would have a grand old time. I think we would be buddies. Hey, Nicole, if you're in the 1 in a million chance listening to my stream, hey girl, hey, let's hang out. Let's get drinks and pizza and talk about baking or like whatever. Because I think you and I would be friends. We'll have a slumber party. I turned my AC off for better audio quality, and I'm already starting to sweat. It's technically kind of moving into autumn right now, but it's still like, today I think it was, when I was outside today, it was in the high 80s. And right now, the sun is setting and it's still 80 degrees out. It still feels like summer. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I gotta remember... Oh, missed a spot. I gotta remember it's after my work shift ends tomorrow, and I gotta make sure that I don't eat or drink anything before I go over there, because they're gonna do blood work. And if I've eaten anything in like the 8 to 12 hours before the exam, it'll throw off my blood sugar levels, and they won't be able to get an accurate reading of my blood sugar. I think I've just about cleaned it up. Fabulous. Oh, missed a spot. Do you ever have really stupid stuff run through your mind? Like, I'll give you an example. There's a Slavic name, like a Slavic boy name called Mstislav. Like, it's a boy name that you could name your kid, like Adam or Larry or John or whatever. And it's Mstislav. And do you ever think, like, if a guy named Mstislav became a janitor, and he was supposed to clean a building, but he wasn't very good at it, do you think people would be complaining every other day, like, oh, Mstislav missed a spot? Do you ever just have dumb shit like that run through your mind? Because I do. Okay, he's not going to be all this green. He's going to have skin tones and whatnot. Let's see here. Let's give him some skin. Skin. That looks like skin. Oh, yeah, I forgot, this is the whole point of me doing this, so that I can, bam, do that. I'm going to call this base. Lock it. You know what I'd love to do one of these days? I don't know when I'll ever have time. I would love to do this thing that I did back in college where basically I built a body of work around doing like quote-unquote production art for an animated feature-length film. Like, that was my senior, like, thesis project, so to speak, because I was in art school for design, and the final project was very open-ended, and you could do more or less, like, almost anything you wanted within reason. And for mine, I picked a Russian fairy tale, and I did visual development for it. Like, I made concept art of characters, environments, animals, items that would appear in the movie, quote unquote the movie. I treated it like I was an artist at a major animation studio like Disney or Pixar or something. And I just did character art more than character art. I did visual development art for this fairy tale. Like, I visually developed it as if it was going to be made into a movie. And that was so satisfying and so fun. I feel like I got a lot out of it. I really ought to do that again. Pick a new, just like pick another story. I don't know if I could write my own. I have written my own story, but I haven't worked on it in years. Just do visual development for it. What story would I do? I had such fun. I used for reference, I had this book that I can't remember if it was gifted to me or if I found it in a bookstore. It was called The Skillful Huntsman, and it was published by literally this group of graduate students at some art institution that it was just like 4 guys, and they were assigned this same kind of visual development project by their professor. And they made visual development art, as in like character art, objects, vehicles, environments, the whole 9 yards, costumes, everything, for a fairy tale that was called The Skillful Huntsman. I had never heard of this fairy tale before finding this book. And in the book, they included the fairy tale in its original form, and then all their concept art was amazing. They took this, like, alien sci-fi spin on it, and every character, like, there's a huntsman. I don't remember the finer details, but there's a huntsman, there's a princess who gets exiled from her kingdom, there's an evil guy who tries to take her kingdom, there's all that stuff. And they made such incredible artwork. And to this day, I like to take that book out and reference it. But I referenced it heavily when I was working on my senior thesis project, because it was like, this is the process I want to emulate. This is what I want to do. Spoilers, I have not done that yet. It's very sad. I have not done that in a professional setting, but maybe someday I will. But I was so inspired by that book. It's a wonderful book. What color do I want to give this guy's hair? I'm going to do this real quick. There. Yeah. Yeah, I've never done that professionally, but you know what? I'm a grown, autonomous adult with freedoms and whatnot. I could just do it. Nobody got to tell me to do it. Nobody's got to pay me. I could just make it for myself. There we go. I don't know why his eyebrows are like this. They just are. I just decided to make them like that. Why is his nipple the same color as his hair? Don't ask questions! It's Emily's world and you're living in it. And in my world, your nipples are the same color as your eyebrows. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. What color should I... Okay. Beige. Yeah, I want. No, that's too dark. Do I like this color? No, it looks like skin. It looks like he just flayed somebody and is wearing their skin. Excuse me, that's not what we're about. Down here in Lunch Lady Land. Okay, it'll just be this dull brown. This beige. Now, made messy. right, all right, all right. We're coming along. Now to color this freaky third eye. Cover that up first. There we go. Make it like freaky purple. All right. I want to color the cubes. Okay. Oh. The color doesn't look good. Okay, that should be how I wanted. Oh, you know what? Bust out. Bust a move. Gotta bust out one of my new fancy brushes. I don't know if that's quite what I'm trying to go for here. What else do you got? Huh? Okay, I like the brush, I don't like the color. Yeah. I just realized one of these boxes is bigger than the others. We can't have that. All right. screen is overly bright. Having trouble seeing when I've gone too far. Let's see here. Oh, I think I just undid all of it. Okay, well that's whatever. Yeah, I like that. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh. This is where he's drawing his power from. Oh, I did it dumb. Okay, here we go. What is going on here? Why can't I see? Okay. Oh, I'm dumb. I know why I can't see. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now, pick some colors out. Gonna do some shading and then I think I'll be all done. Save. All right. Yeah, let's pick a fancy new brush. Oops, that's for the eraser. Okay, there we go. about this one? What? Why did it move? That was weird. Okay. It's not dark enough. Darker. And do this so that I can build value. Whoa, I'm going crazy over here with this. Ooh, I missed a spot while I was coloring this. Oh well. I'll go back and fill it. Which brush was I just using? Oh my goodness. This is the problem I'm running into now. If I find a brush that I like, it's hard to find it again sometimes. I think this is it. Yeah. Yeah. This going, and I had, where's that funny crescent brush? Here it is. Ooh, no, this is since I noticed it. Gotcha. What would this look like if I put it on top? Ooh. Kind of like that. Better. Cool. Okay, did I want to do anything else? Oh, his hair. All right. And there we have it. I think he's done. This was a really cool challenge. I'm really glad I was able to put these two superpowers together. I'm sorry I wasn't very chatty here. I just kind of ran out of stuff to say. I'll try to have more cool and fun things to talk about next week when I do another one of these drawing challenges. Yes, that's right. You heard it here, folks. Next Wednesday, same time, same stream, I'm going to do a new superpower challenge and with 2 new random superpowers and make a character. Thank you all for joining me on the stream. This was a lot of fun. This was very satisfying. I haven't done a character design challenge like this in a really long time, and it just made me remember how much I love these. I will end the stream now, and I will see you all next week. Goodbye.